And today is Wednesday, May the 9th. Don't forget to donate to RonPaul2012.com if you can, when you can. Very important. Ron Paul's still on the road, still on tour, and we got to keep him out there. Now, let's see. I appreciate if you was listening last hour. We talked about some headlines, played some clips. Just a reminder, let's see here. Mitt Romney does take a swipe at Ron Paul, says that he wouldn't cut $1 trillion because that would hurt the economy. No, you're just upset because people like the sound of that. Cut $1 trillion, huh? You serious, huh? And then when they check his background, it's like, wow, he ain't just saying that. He's serious. What else we got? I think later on we'll play a clip here. Diabetic teen upset with TSA screeners, either later on in the show or later on today. I'm on again 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern Time on RonPaulRadio.com. Let's see here. Yeah, we talked about this article. This is the title, Lugar Out, Romney Wins, Paul Elected King of Paulistan. Anyways, on the Washington Times, a hit piece on Ron Paul, definitely. And it's ridiculous. So we talked about that. And also mentioned something that I never thought of, in the fact that they may just have, if Ron Paul gets a nomination, which if you ask any of us, he is going to get the nomination. We're going to make it happen one way or the other. But once that happens, Mitt Romney, they might just make Mitt Romney part of another party or create another party. Who knows? And then just keep giving him attention, make it seem like he's still the front runner, or dilute the vote and make this presidential race more than two people, different than before. Make it seem like it's a bunch of people now. Again, to dilute the vote. Okay, let's see here. What else did we talk about? Maine Republicans expect convention results to be challenged on national stage. That's another article that's out. I haven't talked about that one yet. We might have to jump into that one. Oh, word is out that Romney campaign is paying people to gather information about state delegates, which I'm not surprised about that. Don't be surprised if some of these national delegates somehow get in contact with and get offered, money or threatened. Who knows? I could believe it. It's that serious. I do think Ron Paul knows just how big of a threat he is. And that's why Ron Paul doesn't just do what a lot of us supporters want him to do, and that's just scream on the media pretty much. Not scream on him literally, but, sometimes I wish he would be tougher on him, but I get what he's doing. I get it. He's going to allow himself to be a target, so that way it makes it harder for them to attack him, basically. The more he's just calm and collective, the less ammunition that he can give them, really to fire back. That's why a lot of people that used to treat Ron Paul wrong, disrespect him, laugh at him. It's a different story now. They tend to be a lot nicer now. One example would be Sean Hannity, seems to me, from what I remember anyways. Okay, so anything else going on? Yes, if you haven't heard, Republican Executive Committee member calls for resignation of RNC Chairman Reince Priebus due to him breaking one of the rules, and that for Rule 11, I believe it is, and that is you can't go and support and put money behind, as the RNC, the nominee when there's still another person running. He's not literally the nominee, and so he's breaking the rules, and so he's calling for resignation of the chairman, Reince Priebus. And that's good. They need to, man. It's just like everybody's all in this together. Everyone that was talking bad about Mitt Romney, how he's the worst candidate to run against Obama, all of that. And all these people dropped out. All these people had no real support, no real money. So we got Michelle Bachmann endorses Mitt Romney. She was the first to drop out. Who dropped out to her? Huntsman endorsed Mitt Romney. Newt Gingrich now endorsed Mitt Romney. Rick Perry did endorse Herman Cain, but now he did endorse Newt Gingrich, I believe. Now he endorses Mitt Romney. I mean, it's just a joke. I don't see how any voters could be out there and look at this and be like, yeah, that's right. We need to all come together for Mitt Romney after everything they exposed about him. And it ain't even, the Democrats or take Ron Paul away. I mean, we can play Newt Gingrich and all the other GOP candidates. We can play their clips. Them alone expose Mitt Romney, which is sad. When you got fake conservatives calling you out, when Santorum can beat you in a debate, when Rick Santorum can beat you in a debate, something wrong with that, man. And the only reason why I say that is, they're both crooked or whatever. But Mitt Romney is so fake. I mean, it's so apparent. It seems like Rick Santorum is a little bit more calm and collective, a little bit. Like he isn't thinking too hard or too nervous. Well, Mitt Romney is like, he just so fake up there. He just looks like he's trying too hard, man. Really, he does. And he needs to stop tucking in his shirts, too. Anyways, but, okay, so what else we got going on? I'm tripping. What else we got going on here? Yeah, so, if you guys didn't hear this, I wanted to play this clip. Charles Barkley tells Mitt Romney at a basketball game, "You're going down." You're going down. Charles Barkley calls out Mitt Romney. Wow. Okay, so anyways, let me just play this clip for you guys real quick. Oh, man. I tell you, man, anything just for the media attention, man, what they cover. Well, actually, this is a good thing to cover. Call him out, but not for Obama, though. Okay, hold on 1 second. I got the wrong clip. Let me pull up the other one. Okay, so, yeah, this is on Fox News. I think it was on yesterday or the day before, I think. Let's go and play that for y'all.
During the basketball playoff coverage on TNT over the weekend, you see this? Charles Barkley spotted Mitt Romney at the Boston Celtics game and said, "We're going to beat you like a drum in November." He said, "You're going down, bro." That's what he said. He said, "You're going down, bro." What do you think of the first time in history anybody has referred to Mitt Romney as bro? I believe that is the first. I don't think that has ever happened.
Well, he's a big Obama supporter, but Charles Barkley was a Republican at first.
I thought he was going to run for sheriff or something. No,
governor.
Governor?
Yeah.
He might want to start a chair.
All right, so Mr. Leno was just referring to that. Here's the original soundbite of Mr. Barkley.
And just real quick, Charles Barkley running for sheriff is a joke and, funny. But just like her doing the news is a joke and funny. You guys seen her many times. She's a joke.
About his bro Romney over on TNT. Listen to this.
Mitt Romney.
Yeah, he's at the game in Boston tonight.
Hey, listen, man, we got to beat you like a drum in November. Don't take it personally. I like you. Seem like a nice guy. But you going down, bro.
It's just so funny with the NBA music in the background.
But does anyone watching basketball want to hear politics? I don't know.
It's Basketball Plus.
I don't.
Does anybody watching the news want to hear sports? You know what I'm saying? Because that's what you guys sound like. Tell me I'm wrong. Whenever you listen to the news, tell me they don't sound more and more like ESPN. What does Mitt Romney got to do to win the conservatives over? What's he got to do to win independents? What should he say today? How should he come out? Well, he should come out and say this, and he needs to make sure he talks like this and like that. I mean, all they're doing is just broadcasting a game. It's like, what in the world? You're trying to tell me what he needs to tell me for me to support him? And you got to do it over and over after all of this, all these things come out about him? It's ridiculous, man.
No.
Him and Shaq are off the hook.
Anyway, Senator John McCain had a little bit of a problem with it, and he tweeted this back to Charles Barkley. "Dear Charles Barkley, don't take it personally. You seem like a nice guy, but you're clueless. Mitt Romney wins. Want to bet?"
I sense that Barkley will bet.
Yeah, Mitt Romney wins. That's a joke. Anyways, we'll be back. I'm your host, Paco. You're listening to Occupy the Media.
Hi, I'm Dana, and I started out as a Ron Paul fan just like you. And now I'm a full-time volunteer leader at our Ron Paul headquarters in Venice, California. It starts with the first thing you hear Ron Paul say that is different than all the other politicians and that you just happen to agree with 100%. Next, there's a point where you realize that you agree with everything he has to say, and then, well, what's next? If you live in Los Angeles, you're lucky enough to be near the heart of the Grassroots Campaign Center we have at 1728 Abbott Kinney Boulevard, Suite 103 in Venice, California. We're between Washington and Venice Boulevard in a big green building with plenty of